Let's go to the Shadow Energy Minister, Adam Searle, who is listening to our chat with his counterpart, Matt Keane. Hello there.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Good. What do you think about the idea of bringing in the Army, firstly?
Well, first of all, I'd like to know why the Army needs to be called in. Why does Ausgrid not have the staff capable of dealing with this situation?
Well, you must know that. You tell us.
Well, 5,000 jobs have been taken out of the whole electricity distribution industry. That's about 40% of the workforce. And, of course, in the past, when there was a particular need in one part of the network, distribution companies and the other parts would loan their staff to help make up for the crisis. Now, what we've got here is because all three distribution companies have had their staffing cut to the bone, none of them are in a position to do that. And that is a result of privatisation of two of the three distribution companies, where there's just been this continual, relentless cutting and reduction of staff to the point where it seems, both in the storms last year and this year, they're not able to deal swiftly with these problems. But if they can't, what is the government doing in terms of resourcing the emergency services? If Ausgrid can't do its job because it needs to have trees and debris moved out of the way, obviously the government is not resourcing other parts of government activity properly.
Okay, there would be those listening to what you're saying there, though, who would suggest, well, this is a perfect opportunity to bring the Army in then.
Well, look, if that's what's needed, if the state government is saying they cannot mobilise the resources to deal with this situation, that is an extremely worrying situation. If the Berejiklian government, from the Premier down, is saying we can't do this, we don't have the resources, that is very worrying, and that is a public scandal if the Army is in fact necessary. The emergency services must be properly resourced to deal with situations like this, to support the activities of Ausgrid, and if Ausgrid can't do it itself.
What about what the Minister said, though, Adam, where he said that, look, you can't anticipate these big, huge storms. These are they come out of the blue, if you like, and this is a humdinger of a storm. What about that?
That is arrant nonsense. While you can't predict that tomorrow there will be a catastrophic storm, we do know, and the Minister knows this, that with climate change we are going to experience more frequent and more damaging storm situations. We have to make sure that all parts of government, particularly in the emergency area, are resilient enough to deal swiftly with these situations. If the state government is saying that after years of being warned by scientists all over the world about climate change and its likely consequences, that they have not made sure that the emergency services are equipped to deal with these situations, then what have they been doing in the 9 years they've been in office?
All right, we will leave it there.
It's just a catastrophe.
We will leave it there, but thank you very much for phoning in this morning.
Thank you.
There is the Shadow Energy Minister, Adam Searle. He was listening to our conversation with the Energy Minister, of course, and decided to call in on the back of it.